Today was supposed to be about code. But the path drifted somewhere else. It started with SaaS, passed through SaaS, moved into learning, and somehow arrived at Ontology. The code remained unwritten. The questions did not. The old characters for learning were worth another look. One means to learn. One means to ask. Learning began to feel less like collecting knowledge, and more like continuing a question. When the questions stop, does learning stop too? Ontology is often described as the study of existence. Today it felt simpler than that. A curiosity about existence. What exists? What can be called existence? Perhaps every larger idea begins there. People exist. Trees exist. But what about time? What about relation? What about change? Can something invisible still be said to exist? The obvious becomes less obvious when examined closely. Fem feels relatively clear. Nodes. Elements. Materials. Loads. Boundary conditions. There is broad agreement about what exists. And because of that, calculation becomes possible. HEM is still being built. So questions arrive before definitions. What is a seed? What is a state? Does relation exist? What is space? What is change? For now, the questions lead the way. Is a seed a point? A particle? A state? A bundle of relations? Or something else entirely? The answer is still uncertain. Is space simply a coordinate? A background? A place where seeds live? Or a field where relations unfold? The word is familiar. The meaning may not be. Does relation exist? It cannot be seen. It cannot be held. And yet we speak about relations as though they are real. If they are not, why does influence travel between things? Does state exist? Or is it only a record kept by an observer? How is state different from existence? A simple word can hide a difficult question. Does change exist? Which comes first? Existence or change? If nothing changes, does existence still mean the same thing? The question remains open. This document was not written to record answers. It was written to leave questions behind. What exists? What will be called existence? Perhaps these questions belong before AGM. No code was written today. And yet a long time was spent thinking about existence. The Shardhana research lab arrived safely at its usual destination. Somewhere completely off track. Question first.